The belief that skills are fixed is an invisible cage holding your true potential back. Stop asking if you are talented and start asking if your current method actually works. One tiny shift in your mindset today will completely rewrite your entire future financial story. Lena noticed that walking slowly in nature perfectly mirrors the steady pace of language learning. Greatness is not a permanent destination but a series of small, consistent adjustments every day. Arya realized that her struggle with English was just data, not a reflection of identity. The fixed lens tricks you into seeing every temporary setback as a permanent personal failure, wherein the growth lens turns every difficult obstacle into a powerful training session for success. You are not a finished product. You are a work in progress with unlimited potential. Leo found that tracking his hours of practice mattered more than feeling motivated each morning. Identity-based thinking freezes your progress while process-oriented thinking keeps you moving forward toward mastery. The secret to lasting fluency is refusing to let one bad conversation define your ability. Discomfort is just the feeling of your brain stretching to accommodate new, complex information. Maya stopped saying she lacked talent and started redesigning her daily study system for results. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to be seen trying. If you focus on results, you feel unstable, but focusing on process keeps you grounded. The most dangerous sentence in the world is telling yourself that this just isn't me. Success belongs to the person who stays in the game longer than anyone else expected. Every mistake you make is a piece of feedback helping you build a better version. Sana discovered that persistence is not a personality trait but a choice of mental lenses. Labels like "not a math person" are just psychological shields used to avoid healthy risks. Growth mindset allows you to fail without the crushing weight of shame holding you down. True resilience is built in the quiet moments when you decide to try one more. Your potential is a vast ocean, and your current beliefs are the only existing shorelines. Elias learned that high performance is just engineering your habits until they produce excellence naturally. Stop protecting your image and start protecting the system that helps you grow every day. The difference between average and excellent is simply the tolerance for slow, invisible daily progress. A single test score describes your past preparation but never predicts your future ultimate capacity. Choose to be unfinished because being finished means you have stopped reaching for the stars. Nora reframed her fear of public speaking as an exciting challenge to stretch her comfort. The mind is like a muscle that grows stronger only when it meets significant resistance. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle and focus on your own unique path. An open door is useless if you have already decided that you cannot walk through. Caleb realized that his limitations were actually just areas he hadn't practiced enough yet today. Focusing on systems turns raw effort into predictable progress and eventually into world-class mastery. The story you tell yourself about failure is more important than the failure itself. Victor switched his glasses and suddenly saw opportunities where he previously only saw dead ends. Believing you can improve is the fuel that keeps your engine running through the storms. Language learning is a hike where every small step forward brings a brand new view. Elena stopped hiding from challenges and started treating them as necessary weightlifting for her soul. Mastery is the result of refined systems, not the magical gift of some lucky few. Your identity should be the person who learns, not the person who is already perfect. Every time you say "not yet" instead of "can't," you open a new future. Growth is a habit repeated quietly in the dark before it ever shines in public. Zoya found that her greatest breakthroughs came right after her most frustrating moments of struggle. Don't let the fear of a label stop you from volunteering for the next opportunity. A fixed mindset is a heavy anchor while a growth mindset is a powerful sail. You are allowed to evolve into someone your past self wouldn't even recognize right now. Success is not about being the best, but about being better than you were yesterday. The responsibility of growth returns to you the moment you admit improvement is always possible. Omar redesigned his morning routine to prioritize deep work over superficial results and saw growth. Being bad at something is just the first necessary step toward becoming incredibly good. The most powerful tool for success is the quiet belief that you are still learning. Stop defending your current level and start designing the ladder to reach the next one. A bad day of English practice is still infinitely better than a day of nothing. Refining your method is the only way to turn a plateau into a new peak. Identity damage is a choice you make when you let a result define your worth. Myra learned that staying curious is the ultimate antidote to the fear of being wrong. The natural expert you admire has likely failed more times than you have even tried. Growth mindset isn't about ignoring limits. It's about testing them to see if they're real. Structure turns the chaos of effort into the beautiful order of long-term skill acquisition. Every unfinished moment is a bridge leading you toward the person you want to be. Stop being a prisoner of your past results and start being the architect of future. Consistency is the quiet engine that powers the most dramatic transformations in human history today. Ahad found that his shyness was actually a skill he could improve with small steps. Don't wait for confidence to arrive before you start. Start so that confidence can grow. The lens of growth turns a cold, silent room into a laboratory for future success. Mastery is just a long string of not yet moments that finally turned into yes. Failure is only a permanent label if you choose to stop and wear it forever. The person who loves the process will always outlast the person who loves the result. Nina realized that her brain was a garden that required constant weeding of fixed thoughts. You don't need a better brain. You just need a better strategy for your efforts. The quietest belief in your head is often the one that carries the most weight. Every conversation in English is a chance to test a new part of your system. Do not let the speed of others make you forget the value of your pace. Real progress is rarely visible in the moment, but it is always building the foundation. An ego that needs protection is an ego that will never truly learn to soar. The best way to predict your future is to create the habits that build it. Hugo decided that being leadership material was a set of skills he could actively learn. The most successful people in the world are the ones who are the most coachable. Stop looking for shortcuts and start looking for a process you actually enjoy following daily. The growth lens is the only piece of equipment you truly need for any journey. A plateau is just a sign that your current system has reached its maximum output. Rewrite the story of your life by changing the definitions of your most recent mistakes. Excellence is a mountain with no top, and the joy is found in the climbing. Tara discovered that her lack of creativity was actually just a lack of creative courage. Treat every piece of negative feedback as a free gift of high-quality diagnostic data today. The person you are today is not the person you are required to be tomorrow. Invest in your ability to learn, and you will never be poor in any field. Success is a slow-cooked meal, not a fast food order that arrives in a few minutes. The most resilient people are those who have decoupled their self-worth from their daily performance. Every I am statement you make is a brick in the wall of your identity. Choose bricks that build a bridge toward your dreams, not a wall that hides them. A growth mindset is the ultimate form of self-love and respect for your own potential. Danish started seeing his awkwardness as a signal that he was entering a growth zone. The lens you choose determines the horizon you reach. Choose the one that sees furthest. Thank yourself for every small step forward, because each one is a victory for growth.